Is everyone, is anyone in the class now? Yes?
Yes, there is Anna. I think Anna is here.
Just sorry, because Maria, one of your students, asked me if I can record the class, and I told her that we always do. So that's the way that I was asking. But don't worry, my friend.
But the problem is, for example, last class that any student attended, it is impossible to record the class when there are no students.
I know what you mean. So nothing, Jerry. Take care, brother, and nothing. Have a nice weekend and enjoy.
Okay, the same to you, Jorge.
Bye, Anna. Take care.
Bye. Have a nice weekend.
Well, Anna, let's begin our class.
Yes.
I don't know, Anna, I don't know if you were in class last Friday. Were you?
I'm fine.
So were you able to do the homework?
Yes.
Good. It was a reading in the student's book on page 97.
Yes.
So let's begin with this.
The secret of happiness.
Yes.
The secret of happiness.
Exactly that. The secret of happiness. The exercise is next page. Page 97. Sorry. And it is exercise number 2 for questions 1 and 2. The sentences in the article which give you the answer have been underlined. Read the questions and the underlined sentences, and then choose the answer A, B, C, or D, which you think fits best according to the underlined sentences. And they give you 6 sentences, which are in reality 6 questions that you have to answer choosing the adequate letter. For example, number 1 is, what does this in line 6 refer to? And they give you A, the writer's decision, blah, 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 B, the writer's interest, etc. But in your case, what's your opinion? Is the answer A, B, C, or D?
And my answer is letter C.
Excellent. Yes. Number 2, what sort of people did the writer choose to concentrate on at the start of his career? A, B, C, or D?
C. Letter C.
Yes. You have 2 marks. 3. Now for questions 3 to 6, choose the answer A, B, C, or D, which you think fits best according to the text.
Letter D.
Letter D, number 3. Very good. And number 4, that dividing line in line 47 refers to a division between A, B, C, or D?
Letter A.
Excellent, Anna. Very good. You passed the exam. You passed. 5, according to the writer, people concentrate more when they are doing A, B, C, or D?
Letter B.
Excellent. Yes. And now 6. What impression do you have of the writer of the text? A, B, C, or D?
Letter A.
Very good, Anna. You have 100% of accuracy in this exercise, so no problem with reading comprehension. The other homework was in the workbook. Let me see the workbook. This one, the vocabulary exercise. Stay, spend, and pass, make, cause, and have, achieve, carried out, and devote. I think this was the homework or not. Is this page 37? Yes. Let me check it. Exactly this, yes. Exercise 1 and 3. Number 1 is circle the correct verb. Number 1, did you stay or did you spend at the party till the end? What did you choose, stay or spend?
I think the answer is stay.
It is, yes, correct, Anna. In number 2, spend or pass?
I pass.
Pass. Very good. 3, spend or pass?
Spend.
Correct. And in number 4, spend or pass?
Pass.
Spend.
Spend.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a spend. And in number 5, staying or spending?
Staying.
Yes. 6, spent or past?
Spend.
Past.
Pass.
Yes.
Okay.
In number 3, exercise 3, match the two parts of the sentences. Sentence number 1 with letter?
Sí.
Yes. Number 2 with letter?
E.
Correct. Number 3 with letter?
B.
Very good. Number 4 with letter?
A.
And 5?
D.
And 6?
F.
Very good, Anna. Very good. Everything is right. No
Thank you.
problem with this. You're welcome, friend. Now, we are going to the student's book again because I want to check with you some part of the vocabulary, an exercise that is pending on page number 98, exercise 7, page 98, exercise 7. Complete these sentences by writing a collocation from exercise 6. Yes, because in the previous class, you know, we were studying some collocations on pages 97 and 98. And this is the final exercise dealing with this topic. Exercise 7 here. So let's see what happens, because the instruction says that you have to complete the sentences by writing a collocation, one of the collocations that we studied in exercise 6. And then in some cases more than one answer may be possible. For example, number 1, a dog ran onto the road and would have what?
Cause
Yes?
an accident. Cause an
Very
accident.
yes, cause an accident. Have you done this exercise or do you need time for doing it?
What?
Do you need time to do the exercise or have you done it already?
No, I don't need to spend time in do the exercise.
Okay. So in number 2, Amelia obviously
Make
made a good
impression.
excellent, Anna. Very good. Number 3, I hope I haven't
Caused
yes, you
trouble.
yes. Number 4, I blank
Have impression.
yes, have the impression. Very good.
Have the impression.
Yes. 5, living in the country
Makes
yes, a nice
change.
very good, Anna. 6, your choice of subjects at university will
Have
a big
impact.
yes, Anna. Excellent. That was the final exercise dealing with the vocabulary we studied in the previous class. Remember this. In the previous class, we studied page 98. We studied achieve, carried out, and devote.
Yes.
And it is very important that you dedicate some time to practice these 3 verbs. They are verbs. Well, no, achieve is a verb, devote is a verb, but carried out is a phrasal verb. Now, you have, before exercise 4 in the same column, you have stay, spend, and pass, because they are very confusing. Pass is a problem. Remember that pass and spend are completely similar. The difference is that the spend is something you do because you want to do it, you like it, and pass is because you have nothing else to do, things that we do to avoid boredom. When you are bored and you want to do something to pass the time. Well, make, cause, and have. This is the vocabulary that you have to check whenever you have a minute. And now what? Now let's do some listening. The listening that you have on page number, what is the page? I think it's 99. Yes, page 99, listening, part 1. You are going to hear people talking in 8 different situations, similar to the exam. Before you listen, work in groups. Well, that's funny because we can't. Discuss whether you agree with these statements or not. And it begins. Your first impression of a person, Anna, is usually formed by what they say, not how they look. I want you to analyze the question. Your first impression of a person is usually formed by what they say, the blah, 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 not how they look. First impression. What is your opinion about this?
Yes, the conversation say other comment, and in reality is other things. You pay attention all the conversation, no apart the conversation.
Well, you know, Anna, that in my case, I personally, I am very influential by the physical aspect of the person. And sometimes I have problems because of that. Yes, so I see a person and how can I explain that? I form an opinion about the person only for the appearance. And then, Anna, when I meet the person and we establish a conversation, sometimes that first impression changes a lot. Changes, you know, for
Yes.
good or for bad. I remember that I was working in a school and there was a new teacher, and this teacher was very elegant and very well dressed, always in suit and tie, and he was very careful with his dressing and clothes. So I thought that he was a nice person to talk. But when I began talking to him, he was a complete idiot, right? So sometimes the first impression based on physical aspect is not good, because sometimes people results being very interesting people even when their physical aspect is not good. So we have to be careful with that. Anna, the second question is, in general, people marry someone quite similar to them rather than someone very different. Think of that, and tell me your opinion about this. Is it right? Is it wrong, or what?
I agree with the sentence, because people try to look for a similar person with married.
Uh-huh. So, Anna, the question is your boyfriend similar to you?
Yes, we are similar things, hobbies, or and we try to be together activities.
Very good. And in character, Anna, is his character similar to your character?
The character is a little different, because
Yes.
because he has a character like me, and not totally.
Yes.
Not totally.
Exactly. Yes, that's why. And some people say that couples should have very similar hobbies. They should have similar likes and similar dislikes, you know. Things they like doing in their free time is essential to be a good couple, but character not necessarily the same. Yes, because observe the problem. No, it's not a problem. The characteristic of my relationship with my wife. I am a person who loves moving around, right? I love traveling and moving around. My wife is different. She prefers staying home. And this could create a problem. Yes, Anna, but it doesn't, because we finally please each other. So she pleases me when she decides or she accepts going out. But when we travel abroad, for example, she enjoys that, you know. And sometimes I stay home because I want to please her, and then I enjoy home. So we help each other. With our differences, we are helping each other. So the characters don't have to be similar. The important thing is that you like the same things that he likes, and vice versa. That is more important than character and things like that. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree with you.
And now, Anna, the other question is, young people nowadays are generally more intelligent than their grandparents were in the past. What do you think of that? That we are now more intelligent than our grandparents?
I disagree with the sentence because the grandparents can afford to pay the studies.
Yes.
And nowadays, young people can afford to pay studies, and they can go to university. And our grandparents have to work in a field, or work hard work.
Yes.
In the village or something like that.
I agree with you, Anna. I don't feel that our grandparents or the previous generations were not as intelligent as we are. The problem or the difference is exactly what you say. Education is the only difference, because when my grandfather and my grandmother lived, economy in the country was awful, terrible. So they had to work in the country, you know. They didn't have opportunity to study. And my grandmother was a woman. Imagine the possibilities of a woman in those old years, Anna. She was not able to go to school. She was not able to go to university, and the rights of women were very limited those years, so they couldn't study. They only have to work and work and work. When you don't study, you are very limited in possibilities, economically and everything. And now, in this generation, we have a lot of new technologies that help young people to study and to learn about history, science, every aspect of life. We have more possibilities. We all were able to go to school, and many of us were able to go to university. So the difference is not intelligence, but possibilities of studying. Because, Anna, if you think uh, deeply into this aspect, the people who invented, for example, electricity were not people of this generation.
Yes.
They were people of, yes or no,
Yes.
of previous generation. The people who invented antibiotics, the people who invented the radio, television, the engines to move the vehicles, airplanes, ships, everything that exists nowadays was invented or were invented by people in other previous generations. They were not stupid. The problem was that life in the past was very, very hard. And now it says few people are afraid of flying in planes and getting into lifts Well, lifts in England, but in America we say elevators. More people are afraid of heights. Anna, are you afraid of heights?
No, no.
I'm not afraid of heights.
I don't afraid of height. I don't afraid I'm flying in plane and don't or aren't getting in lift.
Well, you are lucky. Yes. Imagine, Anna, that there are many people who are afraid of flying. I have a friend who had a very important responsibility in the zoo here in Madrid. This is a Spanish person, a Spanish man, and he had a very important position in the zoo. He had to travel a lot. He had to go to all the zoos around the world. Do you understand? He had to go to the zoo in Tokyo, the zoo in New York, the zoo in Australia, right? And he had to fly a lot, and he was afraid of flying. Can you imagine a person who has to be constantly flying and is afraid of flying? This man was always taking pills. Whenever he took a plane, he had to drink a pill in order to go sleeping from Madrid Barajas to the destination. Logically, with the passing of years, all the flight attendants in Iberia Airlines knew him. They knew the man, so they helped him with the pills and things, and they knew that this friend of mine was not interested in eating or drinking anything during the flight. Nothing, Anna. So when the flight attendant was inviting the passengers to drink or eat something, they never disturbed my friend because they knew that he was sleeping under the effects of pills. So when they arrived to the airport in the destination, they have to wake him up. Hey, Juanjo, wake up, we arrived. And then he leave again. And it was, Anna, 3 and 4 times a month. What? Can you imagine that?
Plenty people drink Attila or Valeriana.
But the problem is that Juanjo, Valeriana was nothing for him. No. He had to drink a pill. I don't remember the name, and sometimes 1.5 in order to sleep when the flight was very long, 8 or 9 or 10 hours. He had to take 1.5 pills in order to sleep from Barajas to the destination without interruption, because he couldn't survive that moment of flying. He was very nervous for that. Well, the other question is, everyone sometimes has a dream where they are flying or falling or running. Have you had any experience of dreaming this?
Yes, I agree with the sentence because I dream in any occasion. I running or I'm flying or something like that.
Yes.
Yes.
I have never dreamed of being flying, but when I was a kid many years ago, there was a time, Anna, in which I had a recurrent dream, not flying, but falling. I remember that maybe I was 6 or 7 years old, and I was constantly every night dreaming that I was falling. And maybe you think, you were falling from a mountain or you were falling from a plane. No. I was falling from my bed. Anna. And but that was a tragedy. That was
On
a
the
tragedy for
floor.
me. Yes, I was falling, but it took minutes and minutes in order to hit the floor. And I never hit the floor because my mother woke me up before. And when my mother woke me up, I was in bed normally, but in the dream, I was falling and falling, and I saw the floor coming to my face, but slowly. And I began crying, and my mother woke me up. What happened, son? What happened? I'm falling, but I was not falling. It was a recurrent dream, night after night after night. I don't know why, I was a kid. My mother should have taken me to a psychologist or something to analyze the dream, but she didn't. So I never knew what was happening to me because some psychologists and specialists have uh, what reasons, explanations for the dreams. They analyze dreams and they tell you, you are dreaming this because this or because that. But I never went to a specialist, so I never knew what was happening to me when I was 6 or 7 years old, and I was always falling, falling and falling. What a tragedy, because I was very frightened, but in reality, the the fall was very short. It was from the bed to the floor, but for me, it was a tragedy, and a tragedy. I suffered a lot. Now let's go to our exercise. It says here in number 1, I am in exercise 2, page 99, item 1. You hear an expert giving advice about meeting people for the first time. What has the most impact? And they give you 3 options. This is typical of listening exam in Cambridge, part 1, right? They give you 8 different people speaking and then 8 different situations. So it's not a conversation, it's not a conference, no. 8 different conversations. And they give you then 3 options, A, B, and C, for you to choose. Anna, I'm going to give you some minutes for you to read the 8. Are they 8? Let me see something. Where is it? Yes, they are 8. I'm going to give you some minutes for you to read the 8 sentences and the answers ABC, because Anna, maybe I don't know, maybe you need to use the dictionaries, and I prefer you to know the meaning of the words before begin the listening. Is that okay for you?
Okay.
When you are ready for the listening, because you have all the new words and vocabulary, send me a message and we begin.
Okay.
Good. Hi, Ainhoa. Happy to having you here. Ainhoa, we are going to do a listening exercise. This is exercise number 2, page 99. And now I have given you time for reading, and if you find new words, use the dictionaries. And when you get ready for the listening, send me a message, okay? Very good. Let's begin. Okay, girls, maybe you noticed that this is the second part. This is the answer for exercise what? Part 4, item 3. You know, is the second part. I'm very sorry for that. Do you understand? Yes, yes, I think so, I know. I'm very sorry. I began the other way. Well, let's see. The first part is this one. Well, friends, I don't know how many times you need to repeat the recording, and I don't care because we are practicing, right? It is not an exam. So repeat the recording as many times as you need, and as soon as you get the answers, send me a message for me to check it, right? I will wait for you, but please, please listen to this again. Well, Anna finished. Anna, I know I finished. Very good. So it says, number one, you hear an expert giving advice about meeting people for the first time. What has the most impact? How you sound, how you look, or what you say? A, B, or C? Friends, what's your answer? A, B, or C? For I know it's B, for Anna is A. B is correct. How you look, right? The intonation, your body language, the appearance, gestures, actual words. This is how you look. Two, you hear a man and a woman. Let me stop here. Let me stop here because you are very young, Anna and I know. The physical aspect is not definite when you evaluate a person, right? You know that because you are very smart. So physical aspect, and when I say physical aspect, it means that you are clean, that you are wearing the adequate clothes, right? This is not the most important thing, but this is essential, right? Because the people are going to evaluate you according to the way you look. And then after that first evaluation, in a conversational way, they are going to know more about you. They are going to know about your level of culture. They are going to know how intelligent you are when you speak. But before that, they have a first evaluation of you based on the way you look. So be careful with your look. Be careful, girls, with your look. Principally when you go to a multinational for a job interview. If one day in the future you want to work with an American company or a British company, be careful with the clothes you choose for that interview and be careful with your look, right? That's important. Okay, sorry for the interruption, but this is important because I had the experience and I need you to know. Now, let's go to the second. You hear a man and a woman talking about successful relationships. The man thinks the most important factor in successful relationship is similar personalities, the same friends, similar interests. What's your opinion? A, B, or C? A for Anna, and C for Ainhoa, and C is the correct answer. Similar interests. Yes, that is what we were talking at the beginning of the class, Anita, that maybe your boyfriend have a very different personality to you. Maybe you are very, let me say, talkative. Talkative means blah, 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 blah. Extroverted. Maybe you are very extroverted, talkative, and maybe your boyfriend is not. Maybe your boyfriend is very introverted. He doesn't speak much. He doesn't communicate much. He's not very sociable. And this is not a barrier. This is not a problem between you and your boyfriend. However, if your friend only loves football and you detest football, that can be a problem because you have different interests. So the conclusion is, Ainhoa and Anna, that maybe your boyfriend, I say boyfriend because you are young girls, you know, but it can be your friends in general. If your friends or boyfriends have different, different personality, that is not a big problem. You can solve that. However, if his interests are different to your interests, that could be a serious problem, right? Well, let's go to number 3. You hear a psychologist in the United Kingdom talking about intelligence. What does she say? The human brain is changing. Scores in intelligence tests are rising. Exams are getting harder. A, B, or C. For Anna is A, and for Ainhoa is B. Yes, it is letter B. Scores in intelligence tests are rising, so making the results more difficult. Number 4, you overhear a boy calling a friend on his mobile phone. Why is he calling his friend? To complain about her behavior, to explain a problem, or to change an arrangement. A, B, or C, opinions? Well, for an I see and for I know I see, yes, friends, yes, to change an arrangement. 5. You overhear a man talking about things which frighten people. What frightens him? Using an escalator, taking a flight, using a lift. A, B, or C, opinions? B for Anna, C for Ainhoa, it is letter C, using a lift. 6. You hear a girl talking to a boy about a dream. She has read that the dream means she's worried about lack of success. Her life is in danger. She has to escape from something. A, B, or C, opinions? For Ainhoa is A, and for Anna, A. Excellent. 7. You overhear two students talking about a classmate. Why are they discussing her? To organize something for her? To see if they can help her? Or to point out her faults? A, B, or C? B for Anna and B for Anna. Excellent. Yes. 8 and final. You hear a boy and a girl talking about a boy's free time activities. What do they agree about? His personality. He's friendly and sociable. He prefers his own company. He's creative and adventurous. A, B, or C? B for Anna, C for Ainhoa, it is letter B. He prefers his own company. So in conclusion, friends, evaluate your work because in number 1 is B, in number 2 is C, in number 3 is B, in number 4 is letter C, in number 5 is letter C, in number 6 is letter A, in number 7 is letter B, and in number 8 is letter B. They are 8. You need 5 correct answers to pass this imaginary evaluation. Now let's go to the workbooks, page 38. Workbook, page 38, because in the workbook, we have another listening exercise that I consider to be interesting for you. 38 here. Listening. Observe the exercise. Again, I'm going to give you 2 or 3 minutes, Anna and Ainhoa, because I know how important it is to understand the questions and to understand the answers. And you can't do that if you don't have a dictionary and you look up the meaning of the new word. So 2 or 3 minutes, read, use the dictionaries, and when you feel prepared, send me a message, girls, right? Send me a little message. Well, girls, maybe you need to repeat this once or twice or 3 times. I don't know. I don't know. What I want you to do is to listen to this again until you are sure your answer is A, B, C, or D, right? Please listen to this again. Ah, Anna finished. So Anna is prepared. I don't know if Ainhoa is prepared, but take your time because they are A4. I need you to have 3 correct because the 60% is. I need you to have 3 correct answers. In this effort to answer correctly is when we develop the listening skills, right? The abilities to listen is because you repeat and repeat. I'm going to give you 2 more minutes, right? Sorry, they are 7. No, not 4. They are 7. So you need how many? You need 4 to pass. How is everything? Have you finished, Ainhoa? Good, good. Let's check this out. Well, number 1 says Professor Jackson thinks service on happiness A, B, or C. Opinions. B for Ainhoa, and for Anita is Anna, B. Very good, very good. You have 1 mark. You have 1. You need 4. Now, number 2. What does Professor Jackson suggest about diet? A, B, or C? Number 2. C for Anna and C for Ainhoa. You have 2 marks. Very good. 3. What seems to be the relationship between standard of living and happiness? A, B, or C? C for Ainhoa, C for Anna. Friends, you have 3 marks. With 1 more, you pass. People who buy material goods to make them happy are A, are B, are C. What's your opinion here in number 4? C for Anna, and for Ainhoa, C. You pass. You have 4 correct answers. Congratulations. Now let's see if we can get more marks. 5. What does Professor Jackson say about the effect of relationships on happiness? A, B, or C? A for Anna. Sorry, for Ainhoa. And for Anna? C. Well, it's A, friends. Having strong friendships may improve health. So I know you have another mark. 6. What do recent studies say about happiness at work? A, B, or C? Opinions about 6. C for Anna, and for Ainhoa, B. Well, now Anna is right. It's letter C. People need to have goals. So you both, observe this, you both have 5 marks. Let's see if you can get 6. Professor Jackson says the easiest way to increase happiness is A, B, or C. What's your opinion about 7? B for Ainhoa and for Anita is letter. Very good. You both have 6 marks out of 7. So I think it's a very good result in listening. Thank you for the effort, girls. Now let's go to grammar. Let's study some grammar today. The book in unit number 9 wants you to study the ways in English we have to express certainty and possibility. When I say certainty is certeza, I am sure about that 100%. And possibility, I am not very sure. Certainty, I am sure. Possibility, I am not very sure. We use modal verbs. Let's see that. We use modal verbs to express certainty and possibilities. Give me a second because I prepare a PowerPoint for you. Expressing certainty and possibility. How do we express certainty, tener certeza sobre algo? In English, we use must and can't, or the past of can't, couldn't, and then a verb in infinitive. Infinitive without to, so you don't use the to, only the verb in simple form. Must go, can't go, couldn't go. Imagine that the verb is work, must work, can't work, couldn't work. It doesn't matter if the subject is I or he, similar. For example, he must work. You see, no, he must works. No. He must work because the verb work is in infinitive without to. So we express certainty in the present, my friends, Anita, Ainhoa, in the present with must, can't, sometimes couldn't, and the verb in infinitive. Infinitive without to. Don't get confused. Observe that couldn't is here, but it doesn't imply that the sentence is in past. No, this is expressing certainty in present. We use must, can't, couldn't, and the verb, the principal verb, in simple form, infinitive without to. To express certainty in the past, we use the same modal verbs. Must, can, couldn't, and then have, invariably, and the past participle of the verb. For example, work. I continue with the example in the first part. Let's use another person. He must have, no has, he must have arrived late, which in Spanish means él debe haber llegado tarde. This is in past. In present, he must arrive late. Él debe llegar tarde porque me dijo que iba a trabajar hasta la noche. Por lo tanto, he must arrive late. ¿Qué pasó anoche? No lo sé. No sé si habrá llegado o no, pero como tenía tanto trabajo, él anoche, past, él anoche debe haber llegado tarde. He must have arrived late because he had a lot of work to do in the office. So here you have the way we express in English certainty using must. An example with can't. Can't. He can't pass the exam because he is a good student. He's very intelligent. Similar to Spanish. Pedro no, él no puede perder el examen porque es muy estudioso, es muy inteligente. Yo estoy expresando certeza. ¿Ok? Pero tengan en cuenta que estoy especulando porque yo no lo sé con ser. ¿Cómo explicarles? Yo no tengo 100% de seguridad. Yo estoy especulando un poco con un mayor nivel de certeza por datos que tengo o con un menor nivel de certeza, posibilidad, porque no tengo tanta información, no estoy tan seguro. Pero todo es speculation, right? Cuando me preguntan sobre Pedro, que es uno de mis estudiantes, y yo sé que es muy buen estudiante, él ha aprobado todas mis mock tests en clases, y por ejemplo, la semana pasada tomó el examen. El resto de sus compañeros que siguen en clase no sabe qué ha pasado. Si alguien me preguntara, teacher, what about Peter? Do you have any information about his exam? Y yo especulo sobre Pedro, pero con un nivel de certeza alto porque es un buen estudiante, y yo le diría, es pasado, el examen fue la semana pasada, pero no nos ha llamado, no sabemos. Y yo especulo y digo, Peter can't have failed the exam because he's very intelligent. Pedro no puede haber perdido el examen. Perdido se dice, suspendido. ¿Cómo se dice cuando lo opuesto de aprobar? Suspender o perder o qué?
Suspender.
Suspender. Y yo diría, Pedro no puede, can't, no puede haber, have, suspendido, failed el examen porque es muy inteligente. Peter can't have failed the exam. Eso es pasado, pero en presente, la misma situación. Pedro es buen amigo de todos los chicos en clases y es muy inteligente, y hoy no está en clase porque se fue a tomar el examen. Un compañero de clase me pregunta, teacher, ¿y qué usted cree que pasará? Y yo, especulando, speculation, doy un nivel de certeza alto, certainty, porque conozco a Pedro y sé que es bueno, y diría, pero es ahora, él está tomando el examen. Yo diría, Peter can't, y ahora el verbo en forma simple, fail the exam, because he's very intelligent. Pedro, no, él no puede suspender el examen porque es muy inteligente. Él no puede suspender, he can't fail. Él no puede haber suspendido, he can't have failed the exam. Lo mismo con must. Lo que tengo que tener cuidado con el verbo, porque must es debe. Yo en el ejemplo del examen no puedo decir, él debe haber perdido. Diría aprobado. Él debe aprobar si es en presente. He must pass the exam. Y si es pasado, he must have passed the exam. ¿Ok? ¿Qué pasa con couldn't? La traducción de couldn't es podría o no podría. Couldn't, no podría. Es cuando digo, él no podría perder el examen. Es tan inteligente. He couldn't fail the exam. He's so intelligent. Y en pasado, he couldn't have failed the exam. He's very smart. Él no podría haber perdido el examen. Pero fíjense que hasta en español usamos menos. Tengan en cuenta que lo que más se usa para expresar un nivel de certeza alto cuando especulo, porque no tengo información aún, esto es pura especulación, es must y can't. Él debe o él no puede. Let's see some examples. I can't find my keys. They must be here somewhere because I used them to open the front door. They must be here somewhere. Ellas deben estar aquí en alguna parte. Las llaves deben estar aquí. Must be here. This is certainty, present. They can't be outside because I came inside immediately. Ellas no pueden estar fuera porque entré inmediatamente. Ellas, las llaves, no pueden estar. ¿Ven? Deben estar, must be, no pueden estar, can't be. Very similar to Spanish if you analyze the examples. I must have put them back in my handbag. Oh yes, here they are. This is certainty in past. Debo haberlas dejado o debo haberlas puesto en mi bolso. La señora abre el bolso, busca y dice, ah, sí, aquí están. Possibility. We use could. Fíjense que no es couldn't, negativo, es afirmativo. Could, may, might, because they are very similar, friends. In Spanish, podría. Plus the verb in infinitive, without to talk about the possibility of something either in the present or in the future. Could, may, might. No es lo mismo decir, él debe estar en casa que él podría estar en casa. Y eso no. El nivel de certeza ha bajado. Él debe estar es que yo por algo sé que en esta hora él suele estar en casa, por lo tanto mi especulación tiene un nivel de certeza más alto. Debe estar en casa, siempre a esta hora está allí. Pero cuando digo él podría es que no tengo ni idea. Él podría estar en casa o no. Y podría se expresa en inglés could, may, might. Because they are synonyms, you know. We use could, may, and might, and the verb in infinitive when I'm speculating about the present or future. Observe the example. I think you should go back to the doctor. The rash could or may or might because they are synonyms and the verb get. El verbo es get. Forma simple. Ni con S, ni ing, ni ed, nada. Forma simple. Get. Y dice la oración, creo que deberías regresar al médico. Esa erupción podría empeorar. Get worse es empeorar. And you might have scars later. Y luego podrías tener scars, son lo que te queda después de una herida, chicas, ¿cómo se dice?
Costra.
Sí, y cuando se cae la costra, sí, ahí está, ahí no hablo.
Una cicatriz.
Sí,
cicatriz.
esas, cicatrices, eso es scars. Ven, estoy especulando, pero la certeza que tengo es muy baja, no estoy seguro, no soy médico, por eso uso, en vez de must, uso could, may, might, para bajar el nivel de certeza, no estoy tan seguro. Si de lo que estoy hablando es de una posibilidad en presente, uso el verbo en forma simple. Aquí está el verbo get, el verbo have en el ejemplo. We use could, may, might, los mismos, plus have, invariable, have, plus past participle to talk about possibility in the past. Formamos el pasado de las posibilidades igual que anteriormente formamos el pasado de la certeza, certainty. Uso el modal que convenga, después viene have, invariable, nunca va a ser ni had, ni having, ni has, siempre have. Y el verbo que me den o el verbo que quiero usar en su pasado participio, que si es verbo regular es ed, y si es irregular, ay Dios mío, tengo que saberme la tercera columna de todos listado de verbos irregulares. I could or I might or I have, I could or might have died if I hadn't gone to hospital when I did. Podría haber muerto. Podría haber muerto si no hubiese ido al hospital cuando lo hice. So here you have could or might and have. A lo que ahora estoy mirando el ejemplo, niñas, y no entiendo por qué no puse el may. No se confundan, no es que no pueda ir, puede ir may. Lo olvidé. Tendría que haber puesto I could, I might, and might have died. Because they are totally similar, you know? Okay. My question is, Anna and Ainhoa, do you understand? Very good. Very good, friends. Now, let's do some exercise, because on page 100, in the student's book, no workbook, no, student's book, page 100, have a look, échale un vistazo, have a look. Grammar, modal verbs to express certainty and possibilities. We are going to do exercise 2. Please, exercise number 2. Let me see. Exercise number 2 here. Candidate often made mistakes with modal verbs. 4 of these sentences contain mistakes. Friends, 4 and they are 5. 4 and they are 5. 4 of these sentences contains mistakes with modal verbs. However, 1 is correct. Find and correct the mistakes. When you finish, Anna and Ainhoa, send me a message for me to check. Very good. Let's check this. It says, I think the school play was lovely. You may have really enjoyed acting in it. Is there any problem here? What is the problem? If there is any, si es que hubiese alguno, if there is any. Okay, for Anna, it is correct. And for Ainhoa, must instead of may. Yes, yes. Must instead of may. Correctly. You must have really enjoyed. Let me explain this in Spanish. Ana, ¿por qué must? Porque me dan un antecedente. Ana, así lo van a hacer en el examen. Escucha. Dice, creo que la obra escolar fue encantadora. Creo que la obra de teatro del colegio fue encantadora, fue maravillosa, lovely. Si yo creo eso, yo tengo un nivel de certeza de que a ti te haya gustado más que si no tuviera yo esa opinión. Por lo tanto, de may, que es una posibilidad, lo subo a must, que es una certeza. Te debe haberlas disfrutado realmente. Debes haber disfrutado actuar en ella realmente. No podrías, no, debes, must. Now, number 2, he's had a really good sleep, so he mustn't be tired anymore. What is the problem here? Can't for Anna and for Ainhoa. Can't instead of mustn't. Yes, yes. He's had a really good sleep, so he can't be tired anymore. Excellent, friends. 3, the road is very busy, so cross it carefully or you can have an accident. What is the problem in number 3, if there is any? May or might instead of can for Anna, may have for yes, yes, very good, friends. Instead of can, you can use may or might or could. Excellent. I have a lot of homework to do, so I may go to bed late. What seems to be the problem in number 4? For Ainhoa is correct, for Anna is correct. Excellent, very good. 5, she lives in a really nice house, so her mom and dad can be earning a lot of money. What is the problem here, if there is any? Well, must be for Ainhoa, and for Anna, must, yes, must instead of can. Excellent, excellent, friends. Exercise number 3 now. Observe, it's more difficult. Exercise 3. Complete this sentence by writing a suitable, adecuada, suitable modal verb and the verb in brackets in the correct form, present or past. ¿Ah? Dice presente o pasado. Quiere decir que después del modal, el que yo escoja, que creo que va bien, si es presente, verbo en forma simple, si es pasado, have, y el verbo en participio pasado. ¿Recuerdan eso? Bien. In some cases, more than one answer may be possible. So you have 6 sentences, friends. Let's see if you can do it as well as you did this. Si lo pueden hacer tan bien como este anterior, que fue muy bueno. When you finish, send me a message, Anita and Ainhoa. Very good. Let's check this out. It says, everyone in the class. And now, this is very long, friends. It's very long answers. Don't write. Stop a minute. Stop. Pay attention. I'm going to check this exercise the other way around. I'm going to change the procedure. I'm going to give you the answers and you check your answers. You compare with your answer because the answer is very long. And if you begin typing, it takes a long time. Do you understand? So this time, excuse me, I give you the answers and you compare. Very good. You compare with yours. Everyone in the class must have worked incredibly hard because you have all passed the exams. If you have a different answer and you don't understand, tell me, right? But the correct answer is must have worked. In number 2, I think she must be a really happy person because she's always smiling and laughing. Niñas, fíjense que siempre que me dan a mí una explicación de por qué yo creo esto y me los sustentan, creo que se dice en español, cuando me sustentan la respuesta, generalmente mi certeza es alta. Entonces, si es afirmativo, uso must. Si es negativo, uso can't. ¿Por qué yo sé que la 1 y la 2 son certeza, no posibilidad? Porque me dicen la 1, por ejemplo, because, o sea, ya me van a dar la razón, porque todos ustedes han pasado el examen. Si todos han pasado el examen, tienen que haber trabajado muy duro. ¿Ah? Mi nivel de certeza es alto. La 2, porque sé que es también certeza con must, porque me dice, because she's always smiling and laughing, porque ella siempre se está sonriendo y se está riendo. Entonces, si es así, debe ser una persona feliz. Debe ser. Must be. Do you understand? Let's go to number 3. Jamie woke up in the night screaming. He must have had a nightmare. He must have, porque ya pasó anoche, tengo que llevarlo a pasado. He must have had, él debe haber tenido una pesadilla, porque si estaba gritando en el medio de la noche, do you understand? Certeza total. 4. I don't know why Irina hasn't arrived yet. Yo no sé por qué, es que ya me lo dicen, yo no sé. El nivel baja a possibility, ya no es certainty, ahora es possible, y pienso en los 3 modales que me sé de memoria. May, might, could. Escojo uno. Yo voy a escoger might. She might no ha llegado y lo que me va a decir es del pasado. Might have had. No, might have, ese verbo stop, perdón. She. Estoy totalmente perdido. Ah, sí. No, el verbo es have to. Tener que. Have to. She might have had to stay on late at school. No ha llegado aún. Debe ser que debe haber tenido que quedarse hasta tarde en el colegio. She may, might, could have had to stay on late at school. Y sigue. Or she, otra vez especulo, pero no, yo no sé, porque al principio dice que no sé por qué. Así que todo es possibility. She may, she might, she could have stopped on the way home to see some friends. O puede que se haya quedado, se haya detenido por el camino a visitar a unos amigos, qué sé yo. So I repeat, in number 4, she may have had to stay. She may or must, sorry, not must, may, might, could have stopped on the way. 5, I don't know how old the teacher is, but he looks quite young, so he can't be more than 25. Si luce joven, no puede tener más de 25. He can't be more than 25. 6, they say it, between parentheses, rain at the weekend, so we won't be able to play. Esto es pura posibilidad. They say it may, it might, it could rain, because it's in present, at the weekend. No, it's future, it's future. Dicen que puede llover. el fin de semana. They say it might could rain at the weekend, so we won't be able to play football on Saturday. Check it out. Compare with your work. If you have any question, si tienen alguna duda, if you have any question, ask me now. How is it? Terrible or acceptable? Si me ponen una T es terrible, si me ponen una A es acceptable. Acceptable, thank you. Anita, se te fue una G. Very good, friends. Yes, and I understood, friend. Well, now what? Well, now the reading and use of English, page 101. Si pensábamos que todo era difícil, ahora se complica más. Reading and use of English, part 4. Work in pairs, imagine, in pairs. This is the typical exercise in your exam, right? It says, I spoke to Maria yesterday, Paola said, and you have to use had. They give you the beginning, Paola said she, blank. They give you the end, day before. But they give you options. Esto no se lo van a dar en el examen así. Esto es práctica. A, one possibility. B, another possibility. C, a third possibility. And you select one. Do you understand? You select one. Well, friends, do exercise, reading and use of English. Very good, Anna and Noah. And when you finish, send me a message, please. I know, finished? And Anita finished. Very good, friends. You are very, very fast. He says, I spoke to Maria yesterday. Paola said, and you have to use had. Paola said she A, B, or C. Opinions. B for Anna and B for Ainhoa. You have 1 mark. Very good. They are 6. You need 4 to pass. You have 1 now. Although the music outside was loud, we managed to sleep. You have to use despite. We managed to sleep. A, B, or C. Number 2. In number 2, for Anna is B and for Ainhoa is B. You have 2 marks. Very good. 3. I'll forget the number if I don't write it down, and you have to use not. I will A, I will B, I will C. C for Anna, C for Ainhoa. You have 3 marks now. My friends, you are about to pass. 4. You needn't give me your homework tomorrow. You have to use hand. It is A, it is B, it is C. In number 4. C for Anna, C for Ainhoa. You pass. You pass, Anna. You pass, Ainhoa, because you have 4 out of 6. Very good. Anyway, let's continue to see what happens. Now, number 5, it's possible that Eva collected the parcel from the post office. You have to use may. Eva A, Eva B, or Eva C. C for Anna, C for Ainhoa. Excellent. Yes, you have 5 out of 6. 5 de 6. 5 out of 6. Now, 6. You should try harder at math, my teacher said. You have to use more. My teacher advised A, advised B, advised C. Opinions about number 6. B and B. Excellent. You have the maximum, Anita and Ainhoa. Thank you very much, my friends. And now we have to stop because of, logically, because of the time. So the homework for next class is going to be a reading because, yes, I know, you know. Yes. But this is the only way of preparing for the exam, you know, because it's not going to be exactly this, but they are going to use these exercises for your exams. Friends, the homework is the skydiving experience. This is a text. Let me show you the text. It's reading comprehension because we cannot practice reading in class because it's boring. It takes a long time to do it. However, if you do it as homework at home, you can use your dictionaries, you can take time, etc. Let me see, where is it? It is the skydiving. I can't find it. Oh my God, I'm totally lost. Here. This is the first part of the reading comprehension, similar to an exam. And the second, the skydiving, here. Anna and Ainhoa, this is the homework. It's reading comprehension, right? I will try to send it to your WhatsApp group because sometimes it's easier for you to work with the mobile. You can see it clearer, etc. Right? But this is the homework. Friends, thank you very much. See you next week. Be good girls, study a lot, and don't get into trouble. Right? Bye-bye, friends. The same to you. Have a nice weekend, you too.